Welcome back to Aviation by Ali. In our previous videos, we delve into the fundamental definitions outlined in ICAO Annex 2. Today, we're diving deeper into these crucial content. Stay tuned for an informative exploration. The goal of this tutorial series is to provide a convenient way to enhance your aviation knowledge during various activities such as exercising, workouts, driving, or any other time you have available. Alright, what is the expected approach time? The time at which ATC expects that an arriving aircraft, following a delay, will leave the holding fix to complete its approach for a landing. There is a note: the actual time of leaving the holding fix will depend upon the approach clearance. Let's make it more simpler. The expected approach time is a bit like a reservation at a restaurant. Imagine you're waiting for a table to become free. In aviation, it's the time when air traffic control or ATC expects your plane to move from the waiting area in the sky, called the holding fix, to start the final part of the flight to land. Just like sometimes you have to wait a bit longer for your table because the previous dinner hadn't left. The actual time your plane leaves the holding area to land can change. It depends on when ATC gives the final OK to land, which is like the waiter telling you your table is ready. So the expected approach time is ATC best guess, but the exact time can vary based on traffic and other factors. The next one is field flight plan. The flight plan is filled with an ATS unit by the pilot or designated representative, without any subsequent changes. The next one is flight crew member. A licensed crew member changed with duties essential to the operation of an aircraft during a flight duty period. Flight crew members including pilots, co-pilots or first officer, and also flight engineers. Flight Information Center is a unit established to provide flight information service and alerting service. Flight Information Region, an airspace of defined dimensions within which flight information service and alerting service are provided. Flight Information Service is a service provided for the purposes of giving advice and information useful for the safe and efficient conduct of flights. In other words, flight information services are typically provided by air traffic control or ATC or designated aviation authorities. Also, we have flight level, a surface of a constant atmospheric pressure which is related to a specific pressure datum 1013.2 hectopascal and is separated from other such surfaces by specific pressure intervals. There is a note: a pressure type altimeter calibrated in accordance with the standard atmospheric. We have three options. A. When set to a QNH altimeter setting will indicate altitude. B. When set to a QFE altimeter setting will indicate height above the QFE reference datum. And the last one, C. When set to a pressure of 1013.2 hectopascal may be used to indicate flight levels. In addition, there is other notes. The terms height and altitude, which used in previous notes, indicate altimetric rather than geometric height and altitudes. What is the flight plan? A specified information provided to an air traffic services unit relative to an intended flight or portion of flights of an aircraft. What is the flight visibility? The visibility forward from the cockpit of an aircraft in flight, which in some cases and circumstances is really vital and crucial and it can limit the flight, specifically in VFR flights. What is the ground visibility? The visibility at an aerodrome as reported by an accredited observer or by automatic systems. The other definition is height, the vertical distance of a level, a point or an object considered as a point measured from a specified datum. Versus the VFR flight, we have IFR flight. It's a symbol used to designate the instrument flight rules. IFR flights are the flights conducted in accordance with the instrument flight rules. IMC, the symbol used to designate instruments' meteorological conditions. Instrument approach procedure, a series of predetermined maneuvers by reference to flight instruments with specified protection from obstacles from the initial approach fix, or where applicable, from the beginning of a defined arrival route to a point from which a landing can be completed and thereafter. If a landing is not completed, to a position at which holding or en route obstacles clearance criteria apply. Instrument approach procedures are classified as follows. We have three types: non-precision approach (NPA) procedure, an instrument approach procedure which utilizes lateral guidance but doesn't utilize vertical guidance. Approach procedure with vertical guidance (APV) is the second one. An instrument approach procedure which utilizes lateral and vertical guidance but doesn't meet the requirements established for precision approach and landing operations. The last one, or PA, is a precision approach, which is a procedure for an instrument approach using a precision lateral and vertical guidance with the minima and determined by the category of operation. We should have a note: lateral and vertical guidance refers to the guidance provided either by Alpha, a ground-based navigation aid, or Bravo, computer-generated navigation data. Instrument meteorological conditions. Meteorological conditions expressed in terms of visibility, distance from clouds, and ceiling, less than the minima specified for the visual meteorological conditions. We should note that the specified minima for visual meteorological conditions are contained in Chapter 4, which we are talking about in its position. What is the landing area? Definitely the part of maneuvering area intended for the landing or takeoff of aircraft. And also, what is the level? A generic term relating to the vertical position of an aircraft in flight and meaning variously height, altitude, or flight level. The other parameter which are daily used in flights is heading, the direction in which the longitudinal axis of aircraft is pointed, usually expressed in degrees from north through magnetic, compass, or grid. And the last one for this video is maneuvering area, the part of an aerodrome to be used for the takeoff, landing, and taxiing of aircraft excluding aprons. Thanks for watching this video. Do not forget to subscribe and like if you like the videos.